Hi, I'm Quentin. I'm going to talk about extension, not to be confused with evolution. I do believe in evolution, but this is about the soul, the spirit, the body. So, I guess I will take you to a journey far long ago, back when there was nothing but everything. Okay, no, I'm not going that deep. No, I'm probably not that deep of a person, so this is just my ideas on it. Well, honestly, we all know the stories about evolution and how we evolved from monkeys and stuff, which honestly, I'm a skeptic about it. I don't know. See, I don't, I mean, I'm not really religious to the point where I believe in heaven or hell. I don't. I don't believe that anybody deserves to go to hell for all eternity for stuff they did in their life. I mean, it's really not. I mean, yeah, it's like, oh, well, they're really bad. They killed a bunch of people. They deserve to go to hell because they killed a bunch of people. Well, you're probably right, but at the same time, you don't believe in from the Bible that unbaptized children go to hell. So it's kind of like, well, what did they do wrong besides by the time not getting baptized? Babies, unbaptized babies go to hell for not being baptized. Like, so no, I am not going to say anything I'm not going to say that it's not real. I'm just going to say I don't know. I'm agnostic, honestly. But what I do higher believe is karma, is decency towards others. It's hard to be good 24/7, 7 days a week for your whole life. It's impossible to freaking not flip out and yell at somebody or flip somebody off or cuss somebody down. I mean, it's not necessarily impossible. I like to see the person actually succeeds doing this for their whole life. It's not something that anybody can really do. I know I can never do it. I have severe anger issues, so. But, but at the same time, you know, it's just the same. It's an idea about trying to be a decent person. See, in my everybody, no matter who you are, you're gonna get mad. You're gonna yell. You're gonna upset somebody. I've been upset before. I probably have upset people, not meaning to, and it's just, it's something that everybody goes through. But with the rebirth, that's what I'm going into about being reborn again. Not really, to the point where you will extend and then be reborn again, or extend to a higher level of existence. You know how there are many different dimensions and many different planets with life on them. That's a given. There's no way I can say I don't know truth about them being aliens out there. I guarantee it. For all I know, they're here on Earth. Actually, I'm actually high idea that there probably are aliens on this planet with us right now. Now I might look like one, but I'm not an alien. Well, I kind of always wished I was though. I wish I would like Superman, Clark Kent. I wish I could pick up heavy shit and throw it really far, or even be not such a weakling. Yeah, but I'm not. I'm perfectly human. Of course, that's what an alien want you to think, isn't it? No, but then, um, my and this is just an opinion based. See, you believe whatever you want. It's just what I believe, to the point where I don't know. I don't know. I know nothing about about life after death. I mean, there's always, you could always be wrong. And then South Park, and they were all wrong about, they were Christian, Catholics, Jews, whatever. It was Mormons that were always the right ones. It was like, so who gets into heaven? Oh, you were all wrong. It was Mormons. Dum 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 dum. I found this scroll, but only I can read it and put it in this hat. Dum 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 dum. You know, dumb. But I mean, I'm sorry if there are Mormons that are gonna watch this video. I'm sorry. I was thinking about South Park, and that was a really funny episode. But even you guys got to appreciate South Park's clarity on humorous stuff, and they explain stuff. They taught me about Mormons. Actually, South Park taught me about Mormons. That their religion was unknown to me until South Park did the video or did the episode on them. And yeah, it was funny, but at the same time it did teach you. They taught me about a lot of religion. They taught me about a lot of stuff. South Park was super educational in my childhood. Yeah, I know. That's pretty messed up, ain't it? That my childhood was based on a cartoon that made fun of everybody in every culture. But I'm not talking about South Park. I'm talking about Extinction. Sorry, I got off track. I believe in a rebirth of your soul, such as it would be karma. If you're a bad person, you will become something minuscule, something small, something not so good. Become a rat, become a mouse, become a. I want to say a pigeon, but at least they have wings and they can fly. Sometimes I wish I had wings and I could fly. No, you become something that's less than a human, less than. It could be anything. It could even be as small as a worm or a little fruit fly. It lives one day. It flies around your face, pisses you off. You swipe it. You sometimes miss, but sometimes you kill it. That could be a one point. It could have been a human that did really horrible stuff in their life, and now they're freaking. They're flying away right now. I don't smell that bad. I do, but at the same point, you know, I think they're attracted to my cigarette. At the same time, though, you never know. But then there are, to me, I consider there are three types of karma. Other people will, they'll speculate they're different. They're more than the three types of karmic energy. Give me a second. I'm an alcoholic. I would have drinking some liquor. Hey, I'm over 21. So yeah, I'm a severe I'm a severe alcoholic. Sorry about that. I drink to numb the pain because inside I'm really dying. But back to what I was talking about. Okay, yeah, I use humor to coast through what I talk about because it makes me feel less sad. I always have to think something funny. That's why I always smile. People think I smile because I'm happy. No, I smile because I always have to pretend that there's something funny out there that gets me. I always smoke when I drink, so. And I drink a lot, so I smoke a lot. Oh, cigarettes are expensive. I know I'm talking about something else, but, it is on the price of everything. But in this case, I will go into extinction. I will talk about extending up to a higher level of existence. You don't need the form for drinking or cigarettes because you are no. See, so that was good. I did that because I can explain about that. When you extend, see rebirth, you still need nourishment. You still need to, but karma can be said good or evil or neutral, in my opinion. So if you have purely evil intentions, evil ideas, everybody has them. So that's be part of neutral. You don't act on them. But if you act on your evil intention, it's kind of going to hell in a way. You go, you act on that evil intentions. You hurt somebody, you kill somebody, you go right back into the bad column. But most people on this planet would have just neutral, just the idea between good and evil. They have these evil intentions, and everybody has them. But some of them go further to the point where they're more evil than good, and or between good and evil. Where all of a sudden, like, if I had to rate me, it'd be neutral. Obviously, I'm not a saint, and I'm not a serial killer. So, I mean, I made mistakes in my life, but who hasn't? Stuff that I wish I could take back, of course, but it's also about how you feel about yourself. See, some people that they use these attentions, they feel horrible about them, sticks with neutral because they don't feel like they've learned or experienced them better, so they stick with the neutral one, and neutral is the most common. But then good, you're up to the base level of good, where you're more good than evil, and you're more than just being neutral, but you're still not high enough to extend. See, you can extend on good and evil. You can never extend on neutral. There is no way between good and evil on both sides. Not in my opinion, there isn't anything between being a decent person and being evil. It's gonna be you're between both, and you can't extend when you're between right and wrong. But if you're pure good, if you are pure innocent, pure decent, you treat people with respect, you feel the same. Like, it's not just you donating to charity a few times, or not just you wanting to help people. It's not even about that. It's about how you feel about what you want. You want to help people. You want to make a difference. You really try, and you don't take no for an answer. You fight it, and you stay on the side of good. Then when you die, your soul, being a pure energy, will extend to a higher level. But it's the same for evil. If you're pure evil, you can also extend. See? In my opinion. See, this is another thing about religion. You don't really know exactly, but I don't know exactly. I'm just, this is my belief about it. But yeah, evil is the same way. Say you're just on that side, you're pure good, you're pure innocent, you treat people good all the time, and you're always decent to people. Which is very hard, so very few people probably extend, ever. But, same with being evil, though. You have to be pure evil. You can't have any good intentions. You kick little babies. You push down a granny walking across the street. You laugh at them when they're on the ground. I broke my hip. You do that. That's pure evil, okay, you're pure good, and you see an old lady crossing the street. You say, "Can I help you, ma'am?" And in this case, she isn't racist. She doesn't slap you and say, "Don't touch me." She actually accepts you, and you help her cross the street. She's like, "Oh, thank you so much. You just helped me cross the street." And then say she's like, "I really want to pay you. Here, this is all I have in my purse." Say she's really nice like that, and she pulls out a $5 bill, or even a 10-cent, a dime or something. I don't know. You say, "No, that's not necessary." No matter how much, say she's old and senile and confused, she gives you like $100 bill for helping her cross the street. You're like, "No, man, this is $100. But even if it's even if it's a dime or a nickel or a penny, you would say, no, of course I don't want any of your money. I did it because I wanted to help you cross the street. You do that your whole life until you die, helping people like that. You can extend on good karma energy. Then you have the guys on the bad side. They see the granny crossing the street with her walker. Hey, mama, there. And then you run up and kick her from behind. She lands on the ground. Ah, my hip! And you're like, ha 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 ha, you're on the ground now. Ha 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 ha. That's an Eric Cartman right there. But yeah, you just you do something like that. That's evil. That's really evil. Kicking a granny. You try to cross the street. And then and also you take her wallet after you kick her down because she can't get up because you broke her hip. You take her wallet and you take off and you're like, I got all your money. And you're running away. And she's laying there on the ground. And that's pure evil. I mean, who would ever do that? That to me, that's pure evil. And the other one I did pretty good was pure good. And then neutral would be if you just ignored her. Neutral would be if you saw the granny trying to cross the street, but she couldn't really cross the street very well. She was going super slow, and you just ignored her. That's neutral, because most people probably won't stop and go out of their way to help an old lady cross the street. You have to be a pretty good person to actually help her. You have to be a pretty bad person to kick her down, break her hip, and steal her wallet at the same time. And then laugh at her afterwards. You have to be a pretty sick bastard, in my opinion, to do that. But then, okay, say you're the other person. You see this little punk kick this grandma down. Ah, the hip! And stake her wallet and take off. You chase that punk down. You put a couple fists in his face. He's on the ground, coughing up blood because you pounded his face in. You give the wallet back to the granny. You wonder, did that put you on the side of good or not good? Because you did literally beat this punk up. But he was also a dick and attacked this old lady for no reason at all. So what do you do? Well, is that good or evil or just neutral? Honestly, to me, that would be good with a consequence for evil. So it'd be neutral. But it would be good that you're helping this. And then you bring the wallet back to her. You help her up. She broke her hip. You call 911. You wait there with her until the ambulance comes. And that's good. And yeah, this little punk is bleeding out of his nose because you popped him in the face. But honestly, to me, that's good. That's good karma. But it's not, because good karma means that you would try to resolve it without violence. But what are you going to do with that little punk? You're going to scold him? Okay, so the same thing happens. Pushes the granny down. You run after the punk. You grab him by his arm. And you say, you sit down right now, you little something or other. And then you scold him. Say, give me back the wallet. You're in big trouble, man. Calling the cops. That would be, you didn't beat the crap out of him, so that would be good. Because you literally stopped him without violence. But say the little punk is a gang thug and something, pulls out a gun and shoots you. You're dang near dying right away, bleeding out all over the pavement. Little punk takes off and you're dying there. Still with Granny's wallet, by the way. Well, no, you had the wallet by this point. You grabbed it from him. He doesn't want to stay there to take the wallet back because obviously he shot you and you're dying. It'd be worse than just stealing a Granny's wallet and pushing her down, right? He just pretty much killed you and you're dying. Would you extend at that moment of trying to do a good thing? It's always a weird idea that I believe that yes, you would extend because you were doing a good thing and you died trying to help. Yeah, he got his gun out, but also at the same time, if you could have pummeled him to the ground and beat him up and got the wallet back that way, he would have been too bloody to probably pull his gun out to shoot you. So, you'd have a longer life to live. And he would still go to jail. Now, I'm not saying the police won't catch him eventually. He shot you. He's a murderer now, but I'm just saying you extend on the type of person you are and the idea of who you are, what you've done. I don't know. But I'm just saying it would be interesting. But when you extend to a higher level, see, he would have been reborn. Something decent, probably, with extension, he would have came back to something. Because he tried to help. And he died in the process of helping. But would it have been good enough for him to extend? When you extend, you become pure energy and everything, and you're just everywhere, and you can see, and you're pure. Or dark. It's either dark and good. Like I said, you can extend on evil, too. Okay, so say the kid, again, being pure evil, pushing his granny down, breaking her hip, and running away, and then you chase him down, and you beat him to death. Now, say he already had a complete evil intention in mind at the moment of his death. Possible he could still extend with dark energy to a higher level of existence. And then rebirth, you never really know. It's also karma for rebirth. You have enough good, you become another person again. You become something that isn't hunted and killed. And as you read the most dangerous game. And then you can be hunted by other people too for sport. Or eaten. But the human's at the top of the food chain, so yeah, becoming another human again. But if you're only between evil and neutral, you would probably ascend to a lower level of form. It would be pure of evil. You had no good intentions in your heart, not one. You could extend into dark, into the dark energy that would form around what you became. You'd have to be pretty evil for that, though. Usually, you have to be really, really good. You have to be a freaking saint.